Here at our Play Like a Legend Season 3 weekend at the Gfinity Arena here in London. We're coming up to our final match of the day. Group A, long settled. We already know how that's turned out. And now we're coming up to our last match of Group B. Another rematch here in our group format as well. We're going to be having xPoacher take on LBP Noylls, so a little bit of deja vu. We've already seen the two of those in action. We've just seen xPoacher put up a pretty good fight against Rocky.
Yeah.
Epsilon Rocky's gone through. He's qualified for quarterfinals first match for tomorrow.
Yeah, and these two, obviously, we know nothing about them whatsoever. Never seen them play in our lives ever before.
Before earlier on today.
but now, of course, now we've seen them play. It's actually very interesting to watch them again.
It was very good to see one of them actually play a rated. So Rocky would have been one of the pre-tournament favourites, I think, for this tournament. So for Poacher to come so close, these guys obviously aren't bad. Are good players.
Definitely not Hereford. Definitely not Hartlepool.
Definitely not Hereford.
No disrespect to those two team supporters out there who are now busy firing ammo at me on Twitter.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Let's have a look at the bracket. We'll see that Rocky has gone through. So it's xPoacher versus LBP Noylls, as we say. They played each other in the first leg. It was a pretty close match.
I've got to tell you, that Bye guy, he's been in a few groups.
I know.
Rubbish. Hasn't won a game all day.
Yeah, and we've given him so many chances.
Unbelievable.
He's unbelievably playing in Group C and D as well.
Yeah, he's terrible. He's shocking.
Can't have a great team.
I reckon you could get past him, Chris.
Possibly, maybe.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Have I still got it? I might struggle.
Chris, I'm sorry.
Oh,
it's been a while.
He's not sorry.
No,
we do have our first quarter-final lined up. We can briefly talk about that. We know that it's going to be Rocky against Emmy Boost 34. Emmy Boost 34 came second in Group A to tie. So he will be playing against Rocky. Our quarterfinals for our $10,000 prize pool, they're all starting tomorrow. So that's going to be an exciting way to start things off there. Do we think Rocky's going to run off with that one based on how we saw Emmy play earlier on?
No.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Chris,
I was expecting more from Rocky. I didn't. I mean, it depends how you look at it, doesn't it? If Poacher comes through this game, then you can say, well, okay, he was the second best player in the league, and he gave Rocky a good game, so maybe Poacher's better than we thought. Or if we think Poacher is where maybe Huge Gorilla thought he was in the lineup, and he was sort of Zach Moore's level, then that was a poor performance from Rocky. But I don't know. I mean, it depends. I mean, still good, good. He's gone through, no problem. But does it make him tournament favourite? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think we have to look at who ends up in the quarterfinal. For me, Brian's the standout player right now, along with Ty Walton. So for me, they're the top two still.
That's how we'd have looked at it before things started. That's pretty much how it's still going along, isn't it? Yeah, it's hard to judge with Rocky whether he looked like, I mean, he'd be happy with the result, but I'm not sure he'd be happy with how he got there.
Yeah.
And does that mean he's having an off day? Does that mean he's struggling against the other guy?
He's not going to care too much about that. Is he 4-2? That's
he
all
won't.
right.
Not going to dwell on it.
He had most of the possession. He controlled the game. He'll be happy with that. He won. But yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a tournament favourite, but he is in that pool of top players that can win.
Yeah, 4 or 5. I think there's 4 or 5 players, and he's definitely in there as well. So yeah.
And it's been great seeing all these newcomers come and join in, people who we haven't seen before. I say newcomers, of course, they have qualified properly through all of our online tournaments. They're not just people who just rocked up. This isn't an invitation, or we haven't asked people to
just guy outside Fulham Broadway earlier on.
Is he called Bye?
Do you want to come? He was. Do you want to come play for FIFA? There's a bit of prize money on the line. It's quite
just
good.
A bit.
And he popped in.
Yeah.
It'd be great, wouldn't it, if we could do that? But no, in all honesty, these guys do, they start from grassroots. So that's the great thing about this, is you can just play online, play through the Gfinity site, go and do your thing, show us how good you are at FIFA, and then you could then be in the top 16 players and then end up at the finals. And then from there, who knows? Because once you're in that kind of mix and sort of exalted company of some of the best players in FIFA, you can actually show what you're made of and turn up and do your business. So I really like the fact that you can go from hero from 0 to hero. Literally within the space of a couple of months. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and we've seen players come to previous seasons here, and they've not managed to get all the way. They maybe haven't made it out of the group stages, but they've come back in again, and they've had another go. So we've got xPoacher versus LBP Noylls. Do you think, Chris? Do you think they're going to line up much as they started with their other game?
Yeah, I think they'll go. Maybe
nobody made any big tactical
mistakes,
did they? Nobody misread the game and made like great big changes to their plan.
No, I think Poacher will line up exactly the same. Yeah. He's been playing well. I'm cheating a little bit because I can see Noylls' lineup, so I know he's going to stay.
I'm glad you said that.
You're so honest,
I think he's going to go for
4-2. Precisely.
Wow, that's amazing, Chris. How did you pull that out? It's brilliant.
So I think he's obviously staying the same with this 4-2-2 formation. 4-2-2-2 formation. See there, Dybala up front, Aguero up top again.
He likes that, doesn't he? Yeah, it is a very interesting team, but he doesn't really have any reason to do anything different, really, does he? No. I mean, he did fine last time. Just got quiet on the first leg, and the second leg was great. Okay, here we go then. We are underway. Minute into the game of our final match of the day in the Gfinity Arena for Play Like a Legend Season 3 Group B. And of course, the winner of this will go through to our quarterfinals. The Group C and D matches are taking place as well today. They are off stream, of course. We also have our French commentary team here commentating in French. Obviously, the French big supporters of FIFA as well. Plenty of players coming out of France these days too. So good to see them. And so far, all good between these two. It's an interesting couple of kits. We talked about this before, weren't we? With the all black kits and the Brazilian kits, and getting these two playing in different things. We haven't seen Exeter before. I certainly haven't seen Exeter used.
No, I haven't. No,
but nice to see them.
It is good to see.
Closest we're going to get to playing at St James's Park.
Yeah, I think so. Unless there's any like Newcastle fans hiding somewhere.
I'm waiting for that one guy that can play as Newcastle United and actually qualify, so that we can see maybe a player. I haven't seen a single player used.
Who would you use though?
Well, I don't know. Last year, Cabaye.
Actually, Cabela has been used.
Cabela has been used. You're right. Yes, he was. Yeah, in the very beginning. Yeah, he had a bit of a run, didn't he?
Yep.
So yeah, you're right.
He's a good FUT player, to be fair.
Yep.
Good pace,
yep.
good
Hasn't
agility.
been used in a while. There's an outside tip. Spencer's going to do a video on that now. You see. You wait.
Cabela could be the secret weapon for someone.
Secret weapon to avoiding relegation. Guaranteed. 0-0 so far. 14 or so minutes gone in this first leg. 2 legs, of course. You're just tuning in. We played 2 legs, and winner goes through with the best aggregate score across the 2 legs. If it's a draw, we'll go to silver goal first half for another game. And golden goal for the second. Lovely searching ball. Courtois will pick that one out of the air, though. But first, real sign of any danger coming through Noylls, playing in the all-black strip. The Brazilian strips, yellow tops, blue shorts, white socks, being used by our Englishman who won the first game of these two when they met in the upper bracket, and did so on silver goal in the end after getting a 2-1 victory in that silver goal first half. I think that's actually the record amount of goals we've had in a silver goal part, but I'm sure Spencer will correct me if I'm wrong. 2-1, of course, that one. No goals so far in this one after 20 minutes. What are your thoughts early on?
Yeah, no, not well. Poacher seems to be controlling most of the game, but no, fairly equal so far.
Ooh, lovely through ball, and it's finished brilliantly. The slide confirms the goal. It's Wayne Rooney that opens up the scoring with a really well-placed shot, fearsome into the bottom corner. Disappointed defending, and well, you can see why right here. Splits the 2 defenders and thumps it in low and hard underneath the goalkeeper. And Poacher has the lead early on.
Yeah, nice play from Poacher, just switching across the play right to the middle of the pitch, and really like a massive gap in Noyl's defence. Bad defending there from his point of view, to leave that gap in the first place.
Dangerous player like Rooney in the middle as well. You just don't want to give him that kind of space. That ball was perfectly placed. Welbeck with a little bit of trickery here. He's managed to shrug off one. Oh, lovely through ball. Is that offside? Balassi, well, didn't finish anyway, and it wouldn't have mattered. Was offside. Looked like about, I have to say, about 5 miles offside, because even I noticed it.
Yep, yeah, it was way offside in the end. But Noylls...
Got to be careful, though, isn't he? Those through balls. There's a couple that's cut him open.
He's sort of just dragging defenders out a bit too recklessly here.
A nice bit of play here. Some nice passing from Noylls, and Dybala, well, how has he got through there? Did get finally caught in the last attempt. The last man standing, actually, was the final tackle, and that stopped the attack, but somehow made his way through 3 defenders. A bit of passing here by the men in yellow. Broken down, and Noylls has a chance to break away. Poacher gets it back inside his own half. Played forward. Rooney now, scorer of the first goal. Thumps it forward. Di Maria on the chase. That one's going to surely fall to the arms of Courtois. In goal at both ends. Only in this world can you have that at both ends. I used to love the old Ronaldo tackles Ronaldo. Yep. Those were fun times. I remember those when we had all the Real Madrid versus Real Madrid matches.
Yeah, it was even more bizarre when people used to play Ronaldo at centre-back.
Hello, far side, lovely bit of space here. Look, her ball was knocked in, but there were two men, and Poacher just threw a couple of men at that. And has been very fortunate that it's fallen to him. Good hold-up play here by Di Maria. Lovely little play by PLALC. Now picks up the ball. He's got two men just inside him. Ooh, went for the slide rule ball through the defender, and it was just blocked, just. Now Noylls on the counter-attack here. Good position, good play. Guerrero not able to do anything with it though. Oh, that's a bit messy, but luckily it's fallen kindly for Courtois. He does have to make the defensive dive though. And the score remains 1-0 to Poacher. Chance here, 2 men ahead. And ball through, oh, this is a big chance. Oh my goodness, how's that stayed out? It came off the underbody of Courtois, bounced up, hit the post, and amazingly was collected by the relieved arms of Poacher's goalkeeper. Should have been 1-1.
Well, I'm not sure, because I would have expected the keeper to save that in the first place.
Good point.
Because it was right at him. So it's one of the moments where
keeping,
you
good
think,
shot.
oh my God, the keeper's made a mistake here. But then, oh, thank God it's actually worked out for me.
Yes, did just about. But I guess you could call that a little bit of karma. If you remember back to the first leg of the first match these two played, Danny Welbeck struck the inside of the post, and they ended up losing that first leg. Oh, long-range effort is decent, but you're not going to beat Courtois from there.
Yeah, out of the games these two have played, that was probably the best effort from long range so far.
Had to make the save, and that will be end of first half. 1-0, 2 shots on target, and a goal for our English or UK player. It is UK versus France right now. And we'll get back into the second half fairly shortly. What's your summary of that first half?
Yeah, I thought Poacher started off a lot better. There was a lot of gaps in Noylls' defence, and actually there was a couple of times where I thought Poacher could do a chip through ball or a through ball and get clear for on goal. Didn't go for it, maybe was a bit too patient. And in that last 10 minutes, actually, Noylls started to come alive a bit more. But yeah, I'd like to see more from Noylls.
Oh, hello. Well, power, accuracy, but really into the arms of the goalkeeper. Comes Poacher over the halfway line. He's got 3 men up there. And that one's going to be offside, unfortunately. So Noylls now. Noylls from the back here. Di Maria waiting for the ball. Again, not getting it all the way through. Dybala was waiting for it as well. And here comes Poacher once more. Well, not quite. Didn't see whether he had any substitutions. Doesn't look like it at half-time. Did you see any?
I think Poacher may have done his normal Ronaldo swap.
Yeah, Ronaldo and Robin swap. Good do Ronaldo and Robin that he brings on, isn't it? Chance here from Noylls, though. He's managed to make his way forward. And surely, wow, how did that not get to the player? Got a second bite of the cherry. It's a brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant. Didn't get the easy game, didn't get the easy goal. Got it harder, and Paul Pogba gets a rare goal in front of the adoring fans, and they've drawn level. It's 1-1.
Yeah, no, good finish from Noylls, actually. You don't normally see a high shot at the near post like that. So,
had a lot of power behind it. Far side now. Noylls on the attack again. Aguero's going to lose that one, though. Instead, Ronaldo's going to pick it up on the right-hand side, inside to Rooney. Good, nice combination between the two of them. He went for the first time through ball. Di Maria not able to get on the end of that. And Noylls will get the ball back on his own line. Quickly played forward. Dybala now trying to find some space on the right-hand side. Can he build something here? Well, commentator's curse. That's the answer. No, is the answer. And instead, Rooney can bring it away for the yellow and blues of Poacher. A bit of midfield scrappiness going on right now. Not to be expected, I suppose. 15 minutes into the second half, 1-1. We expected a tight game. We're getting another tight game. Nice ball over the top now. Can he get through here? No, not quite. Very close, though. Dangerous play from both players.
Yeah, Noylls just trying to force it a bit more, which is good to see, actually.
Yeah, nicely done. Can he get the ball into the box? He can. Headed away with ease this time, and he's found Ronaldo very quickly indeed. And now a little 1-2 with Robin. It was Robin initially who brought the ball down. Now, can these two forge something for Poacher? Ronaldo thinks about the long-range effort. Oh, sort of caught in between two minds. Long-range effort, long-range pass, not sure. Ends up in the goalkeeper's hands.
Yeah, I think both players just forcing their attacks a little bit too much. I'd like to see someone actually maybe slow the game down a bit and try and control it. It's just a little bit too scrappy at the moment.
Yeah, indeed. LBP is, well, tumbled to the ground by 3 of them. Instead, they've got to do a bit more defending here to Ronaldo. Company's with him. Ronaldo shrugs off one challenge and a second one, then comes back. That's nicely done by Noylls, though. He's gotten rid of that Ronaldo threat down on the near side. Now bring the ball away with Dybala. 2 inside. Not the options here, though. Well, free kick might be all right, but referees wave play on anyway. And then they've lost the ball. Not smart. 20 minutes remaining. Ronaldo now for Poacher. Inside for Ramirez. Manage. What do you do here? Trying to forge some space. Rooney's pointing for the ball to be played through. Played through now. Rooney inside. Oh my goodness! Thought he was going to play for the shot. Instead went for the pass. And I'm not sure that was the best way of doing it. But somehow they're going to get another chance here. Robin! It's 2-1. Brilliant goal. Somehow worked out by Robin after a mistake by Noylls. And he can't afford to do that at this level.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. You can't make that mistake at this level. Like, that's just basics. You don't throw it out in a hurry. You normally do get punished for that kind of thing. But well taken from Poacher to have the composure there to just do the fake shot and have an easy finish.
Back in midfield. 15 minutes remaining. The referee has wave play on there after a strong challenge from Poacher. Noylls continues to build. Again, using Dybala in midfield. Di Maria now tries to play in through the middle. What is going on the edge of that area? Well, that was like a wrestling match over there. Robin now plays it back to xPoacher. Can he find some space? He can. Goalkeeper's going to get this one every time, all day, every day. 2-1. Poacher leads. Noylls on the attack though with 11 minutes remaining. Dybala, Di Maria into the box. No, not going to get on the end of that. Actually, that was that's sort of a header backwards. I don't know. Maybe could have picked that one up, but instead he just whacked it away. Oh, attempted layoff by Dybala, didn't quite come off. But Noylls still with the ball, still with pressure. Di Maria now. That's xPoacher. 2-8. One at the back post is through. Oh my goodness, Dybala kind of threw himself in late. Had he thrown himself in early, he might want to finish that one off.
Yeah, a few attacks now. Noylls has got to this area and just tried that little chip through into the box, but had no success from it. And I'm surprised he's not changed it up by now. He's only got, what, 7 minutes left.
Oh, my goodness me, what a terrible challenge that was. That's got to be a card, isn't it?
I think he's got away with it.
Wow, that's an awful challenge. Hello, sir, I think I found a bit of your leg over here. Awful. Right, 5 minutes remaining. Noylls then with the free kick just inside his opponent's half. Hacked away. Waiting for the fall down. There's a small infringement there, but again, it's play on. And Noylls, well, somehow has lost the ball when really shouldn't have done. Again, Poacher now. Can he keep possession here? But no, he's gone for the long-range effort on the right-hand side to try and play Ronaldo, and then he's managed to do so now. Lots of work still to do here, though. 3 in the box waiting. 2 in the box waiting, rather. 1 on the edge is Rooney. He's got the ball now, and then shoved off the ball with strength. But that's going to be a free kick. And right on the edge of the area. Couldn't get much closer to being a penalty if you tried. Right, who's he going to use now? Ronaldo, Robin, or Rooney? Which one's he going for? It's going to be Ronaldo, surely. From 18 yards. Ronaldo, no. Oh, Rooney plays it through. Well, it was a nice idea, but poorly executed in the end.
Yeah, no, it was a good idea. A lot of players do go for the short pass there. I didn't actually see that one coming. I thought he was just going to square it across and maybe try and build it up again, and then look for a shot.
Into injury time at the end of our first leg. 2-1 to xPoacher. It was exactly the same score, but the other way round in the first leg of the first time these two met. It just shows how close it is. He's going to get an equaliser. Oh my goodness, right at the end of the game. An equaliser comes out of nothing, and Dybala is the man that steps up. It's 2-2.
That has just come out of nowhere. just a cross into the box and a nice free header for Dybala.
Crazy. What a crazy end. Just can't leave your guard down. This is going to be another one. Oh, my no! What is going on? 2 goals in the final minute of the first leg. And it's switched back round again. Noylls thought he was back in it at 2-2. And a minute later, down the other end. And would you believe it, Poacher's back ahead again at 3-2.
Well, good pressure there from Poacher. And no, like, good goal in the end. I think Poacher actually deserved that. I thought it was a real sucker blow at the end.
What an end to the game. 3-2 overall in our first leg. And the good news is we've got another leg.
We have.
Brilliant. Can't wait. So 3-2 confirmed. Robin with a late goal. Dybala with a late goal as well. And that will tie things up very nicely indeed. So what do you think overall then? Good from Poacher. Do you think it's a little bit sloppy towards the end, letting that goal in, or do you just think it was, just Noylls playing really well and just going for it?
I don't think Poacher did too many things wrong there. He just did a normal. So Noylls did a normal cross into the box. Yep. You would expect the defender to deal with it. He didn't. So yeah, Poacher was just a little bit unlucky. Yeah. But then kept the pressure up, got a goal back. I think he deserves that lead, and I think he's controlling the game. I think it's on Noylls really to change something here. And
the difference is now, of course, it was a different way round the first time they played in the first leg. Noylls was ahead 2-1. It was all on Poacher to kind of come out firing and try and find that extra goal, which he did, and that made it 1-0, so it was 2-2 overall. And the silver goal ended 2-1 as well. So there's never been more than a goal between them in any of the 3 legs they previously played. Now we're in effectively the 4th leg, and we've got another 1 goal difference, 3-2. But this time round, importantly for Poacher, he's now ahead. So how does that change the dynamic for the second leg for Noylls?
See, I think it actually suits this game as like a contest for Poacher to be behind, because he's always been the one on the front foot. And I think Noylls in that first sort of match between them with the 2 legs was a bit fortunate to get in front. Right. So if anything happens here, I'd actually expect Poacher maybe to extend that advantage.
Okay, if you are just tuning in, you're in our final game of the day of the Play Like a Legend Season 3, Day 1 of 2. Tomorrow we'll have the quarterfinals, semis and final. And of course, these 2 players are fighting for the last game in Group B to be the player that qualifies. We already have 1 through. Epsilon's Rocky has already made his way through of this group in Group B as the winner, as pretty much expected. And we are underway in leg number 2. And our players are once again using the same kit. So if you're orientating yourselves, the all-black kit's being used by Noylls, yellow, blue and white being used by Poacher. These 2 have already played 4 legs already. It's quite amazing, isn't it, when you think about it? We knew nothing about them to start coming in. They've played 4 times already. I feel like I know them from, forever already. Yeah. And they've all been very different matches, which is great. Chance here early on then. And can Poacher? No, that's going to be offside.
The more you play against an opponent as well, the more difficult it gets to then break them down, because you know each other's play styles. Yeah. So yeah, it will become I imagine it's quite surprising that we've seen a fluster of goals in that in that last game.
But then you say that even when we watched the first 2 legs when they first played, we both agreed that there was goals in the game. We were expecting more goals than 1 or 2, and I think we just had it with 5 in that game, or albeit 2 at the very end of the match. But still, I think there's goals in this game too. Plenty of attacking football being played. Not particularly great defensively either team, to be fair. And so opportunities, well, not so many when you sort of just walk the ball out of play, though. Always mildly embarrassing, I feel. It's almost like the foul throw of FIFA, by just sort of walking out with it.
Losing possession in something, in a situation like that. Although, to be fair, I think we've already seen one with the goalkeeper throw out in the first game. That was a real rookie error.
It was very the sort of thing I do all the games, every game. Chance here, didn't quite fall, and it's hacked away by 2 players falling theatrically on the floor, of which there was absolutely no one in a black shirt around them. With 12 minutes gone, 0-0 so far. Welbeck now on the far side. He's going to win himself a throw, and that's pretty much all he could expect to do over there, and he's done quite well. 2 men racing forward, one of them is Rooney. The other man is Walker. Plays it inside to Rooney now, inside again to Manage. He's played it one more. Well, Balassi was there. Just not got that killer ball, that killer final ball. And Aguero here. We haven't seen much of him, and when we do see him, he seems to lose the ball every time. Not the best passer of the ball, I have to say, in this particular game. but not really being used very effectively either for his 94 rating.
No, yeah, like the way these line up, so Dybala and Aguero both known for their pace, so I think Noylls actually likes to play chip through balls over the top, but
and that makes sense, right? And he's playing Aguero slightly deeper than perhaps, you know, an out-and-out striker, but still he's not being used properly. I mean, that wasn't the ball over the top at all. Oh, and that wasn't the ball over the top. Wow, taken on the half volley. It smashed into the body of Courtois, who defends it away. It's still not going to be away. Bolassi's now got a chance on the edge of the area. Can he pull the trigger? No, he can't. There was an opportunity, though, and an early opportunity. And the worst thing in the world right now for Noylls is that Poacher scores in this first half, because he will then have a 2-goal deficit on aggregate.
Again, much like the first game and the first leg, Poacher keeps on looking the more likely to score.
Yeah, agree with that. Chance on the offside now. Not offside, just the far side of the pitch. Really now very deep, but across the line. Good link-up play here, and only Di Maria not able to complete that section of play. Instead, Noylls will now come away with the ball. Loses it in midfield once more. I'll have to put that one on replay tape or something, because I keep having to say it. Well, the crowd got excited, but I certainly didn't. That was a long way wide. A little bit of tactical play here. So no shots on goal at all yet from Noylls. And that's a disappointing start, Chris. 26 minutes in without a shot on goal. Yeah,
it has been. But I think Noylls, so Noylls was the other player, he'd have been changing something there.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if he changes tactics. I think Poacher just switched to defensive, actually.
Just saw that. He has been doing that a lot throughout the games. And funnily enough, when he does it, he then goes up the other end and scores. But Noylls now on the attack, near side. So it can be an effective run now. Starman Dybala on the edge of the area, trying to lift up that ball over the top. Quite work out. Oh, sliding challenge is avoided by Welbeck, and as well as it might be, because that would have been crunchy. Di Maria now over the top to Welbeck again. Can't get on the end of it. Noylls brings it away. Aguero inside to Dybala. Can they combine now between them with this pace that they've got? Aguero sprinted away, then got himself offside. Dybala had to check, and that's going to be a free kick, surely. That was a very strong shoulder charge, and yes, it has been awarded a free kick now. Two-man wall, is it? Well, not really. It's sort of a 1-1 wall.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the other guy's doing.
No,
not interested.
Not sure what that's about. No, it's okay. You stay there. You take the full force of this shot to your face. It's going to be a chip into the box. It's right on the penalty spot. Really nicely placed. It wasn't curved out that much. And actually, in the end, was easily dealt with by the defenders. As was that. Welbeck now. Di Maria, Bolassi, good combination play here. Nice link up. Di Maria once more, just lays off for Rooney. It was a little bit short though. Almost got it. And Poacher still has possession. That's come off the back of Dybala down there. And now Pogba in an advanced position for Paul Pogba. I think he's got some sort of nosebleed. Through the ball. No, brilliant! There a through ball from Aguero, trying to finish it off. A stabbed shot towards the goal. And really anywhere else, he probably would have scored.
You know, you just wanted Aguero just to take a touch maybe and try and finish that. It was a shame he had to stretch for that in the end. But yeah, the first sign of Aguero actually doing anything for Noylls in this tournament.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, in all of the matches he's played so far, just hasn't had the opportunity. I don't know if it's playing too deep or whether he's waiting him, you know, making those runs. But I mean, that's what you want him to do, wouldn't you? You'd lift the ball over the top, use his pace, get on the end of it. But we haven't seen it from him yet. Still time though. Oh, dearie me. Well, yeah, yellow card. Not surprisingly, I think, from that one. Manage tumbled to the ground, and now a free kick. It's good 30 yards out. Rooney doesn't decide to go for it. Instead, Vincent Kompany strikes it with the left foot. And it ricochets clear by Courtois. Still goalless. Almost at half-time. Oh my goodness, wow, Di Maria has absolutely robbed the defender at the back here, but he hasn't really made the best of it just yet. There are two men arriving in the box. Di Maria still on the ball, and still on the ball, plays it into Welbeck! Wow, offside.
Yeah, it's a shame though, I think he was just looking for
very big shame.
Ball to the back post as opposed to Welbeck. But a big mistake there from Noylls on that free kick just before. You saw him move his defender off the short pass location.
I think that defender needs a change of underwear at half-time because that was extremely close. Blimey, why would you pass it there with an oncoming striker? Nevertheless, got away with it. No harm done. And 5 extra minutes. 5 extra minutes? Really?
We normally see a lot of injury time in FIFA this year.
Wow. I mean, but I haven't really seen anything. I mean, we've seen a little bit rolling around on the ground there, but other than that, we haven't really seen much. But all right, 5 minutes it is. And now Di Maria coming forward near side. Does have a couple of options to aim at here, but what's he going to do? Plays around with it a little bit and then loses the ball. And that will be half-time. So 0-0. And on reflection, that's probably a fair result from the first half. It doesn't do any good for our French player, though. He is behind on aggregate 3-2.
Yep, yeah, no, I agree. Noylls is the guy that needs to make a change to push for this game. Poacher, I don't think, has played particularly well either. Like, he hasn't been keeping the ball that much. And yeah, looks like Welbeck's been injured there.
Yeah,
so
Welbeck has been injured.
Well, that's quite convenient for him because he always takes Welbeck off at half-time anyway. So
he does indeed. Through ball nearly found Robin, and the man on is Robin again. It's the usual double R changeover at half-time. Ronaldo and Robin are on, and Balassi and Welbeck are off. It's a great set of 4 players to play with. Lots of energy early on, and then 2 star players to bring on in the second half. But Noylls now has a chance here. Di Maria shrugs off the first chance. Oh, just did a little bit too much with it on the edge of the box. And instead of just pulling the trigger, decided to take one more touch. It was one too many. Noylls once more, though, on the attack. Robbed again in midfield. Oh, brilliant tackle as well. And that's put Poacher back in through here. Ronaldo, can he shrug off the first one? Oh. Well, he did, and then there's a dangerous pass back that Rooney nearly got hold of as well. That's living life on the edge.
You know, dangerous play from Noylls there, but sometimes you have to, when you are a goal down, you just have to try and get the ball out as quick as possible.
Yeah, Ronaldo tangling with his counterpart there in midfield. Does get to his feet though. Ball brought down by Robin, not particularly cleverly, but I think he might have been fouled there. Oh no, actually it's been brought all the way back, so free kick Van Aanholt, just inside his own half. Played forward. Rooney now. Di Maria. Robin waiting just to the side of him. But Walker to the left of him as well. Walker plays it in, it's deflected slightly, and well, that's a reasonable attempt at the header, but there's no power behind it. And no danger in the end, and we are still at 0-0. It's okay though if you're a Poacher fan, because he will go through 3-2 on aggregate. Noylls needs a goal, and he's starting to run out of time, Chris.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'd expect Noylls. So this normally you see the 60th minute players start to make changes if they are a goal down. I'm not sure if we'll see one though, because Noylls hasn't been playing particularly. You know, he's been behind in this game, it seems. Obviously, his goal-wise, but just how the game's going, and hasn't changed it so far. So I don't think he will.
Chance here on the edge of the box. Robin dancing around. Rob though. Guerrero will receive the ball quickly. Di Maria now on the other end. Still can't get out of the half though. Noylls completely locked up inside that half. Ridiculous sliding challenge. Now chance here. Poacher. Oh well, went for the cross early on. Did bundle off one of the defenders, but they've managed to clear it now. Noylls getting the ball. Can he actually get out of his half for a change here? Because it feels like he's been stuck there for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, Poacher's doing a good job, to be fair.
Pressing,
yeah, pressing hard.
Very pressing.
It's a tactic a lot of players do use on this game. Sometimes it can expose you at the back if the player's got a lot of players forward to counter-attack with. But maybe that's a good bit of play by Poacher, is seeing that Noylls likes to slow down his play, so he can afford to high press. Yeah,
definitely pressing. Every challenge as well is coming in very early. You see every player goes to the man every time he gets the ball. Complete pressure, and eventually it's going to pay off at some point as he gets the ball back, but that one's just whacked away to anywhere in particular, and now Manage maybe can bring some quality to the ball. Not quite. Again, commentator's curse coming into play. Noylls now on the edge of the box. That's a brilliant through ball and a brilliant goal. It's been coming a long time, and it's finally arrived in the form of Noylls taking the lead 1-0.
Again, you can't make them kind of mistakes at this level. It was a bad pass across the box, and to be fair to Noylls, he's taken full of eyes, done the right thing, cut it across the box, and a nice finish.
Aguero as well. First goal? Can't remember whether he scored any of the other goals. I don't recall anything, but first goal in this game, first goal in this match. Sergio Aguero. Finally coming good. 1-0. And 3-3 on aggregate now, of course. So if it finishes like this, we'll have a third match to go to. It'll be silver goal in the first half, golden goal in the second half. Not aware of what that is. Well, we'll cover that if we get that far. I've got you back. And tumbles down for Poacher in midfield. Doesn't matter too much though. Rooney's managed to sort this one out. Has options here too. Sides inside's the better one. Ronaldo now. So some trickery on himself, I think, because there was no players around there. And a ball through isn't quite good enough. Courtois will easily scoop that one up. 9 minutes to go. 1-0. And it's almost identical to how we had the first match. If you remember, Noylls was 2-1 up in the first leg, then lost 1-0, so they were both 2-2. It's almost identical in this second match. Very tight between the two of them, headed down now in towards the box. There was no one there to pick it up, though. It's almost like you wanted a Steve McMahon-style person in the box to steam in and smack one into the top corner, but no one there on this occasion for Noylls. 6 minutes to go. Nerves really will be jangling for both players now. A place in the quarterfinals is up for grabs for whoever scores the next goal, likely. And Noylls has a chance here, laid down, still won't fall to him. Finally falls down inside the box. Dybala now on the side. Abassi going to put this into the box. 3 men waiting, though. None of them are aimed at, and all of them were Poacher's players. He can now bring it away. He hasn't got a huge amount of support here. Robin calling for the ball on the left-hand side. Ronaldo's going to try and go at him alone here. And Rooney finally lays it off. Di Maria now. Can these three combine? They can. Ronaldo switches back. Inside step. Nicely placed, but again, defender just in the way in the right moment for Noylls. Still, the danger isn't clear. Well, there's a free kick, so it will be clear now. And we are heading for injury time at 3-3. Now, what can Rooney do? Just on the edge of the area. He could pull the trigger at any moment, and he does so! Oh, my God. It's gone and done it right at the end of the match. 90th minute, Wayne Rooney, and he's rescued his player. Poacher heads towards the quarterfinals.
I actually can't believe what I've just seen, because there's too many goals in this game have been made by poor mistakes. So that was just a short pass, free kick, 90th minute of the game.
Knows it as well. Absolutely knows it. Written all over his face right now. 1-1 in the final game, and he is going home.
And yeah, no, to be fair, again, like from Poacher, good play. You don't see that shot often. Go across the keeper. Like just kind of gambled, really. That's not a popular finish on this game, but fair play. Took his chance. You know, he knew they only have like 1 or 2 chances left. So now it's up to Noylls to try and create a miracle.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. So, last moments of the game. Changes have been made. The final moments have been made. And surely the referee's whistle will signal the end of this match. It will do. There was virtually no time left. And that is it. Game, set, and match. Game over. Unfortunately, the Frenchman heads home. But a brilliant win for Poacher. Right at the death with the equaliser thanks to Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, and I think that's well deserved for Poacher.
He's so tall, he's actually taller than the camera.
Is he that tall though? I'm just asking that.
He's standing tall right now. He's a winner. He is through from Group B, and we'll go through to the quarterfinals tomorrow alongside Epsilon Rocky, who was the other man in the group. He won his match in the upper bracket as well. In the end, do you think the right player has gone through? I mean, I know that, you know, they've both been very evenly matched, and 1 goal in the end is all that separated them at that final moment. But do you think the right player has gone through?
Yeah, no, I think so, definitely. Okay. I think Poacher was always on the front foot. Noylls had his moments of nice play, but I think Poacher scored the better goals.
Yeah. Capitalised on the better mistakes.
Yeah. Made fewer mistakes. I thought, Noylls again made too many mistakes in that game, and doesn't because of that also doesn't deserve it really.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Chris. Matt, you're back with us.
Yeah, what a good game that was.
Good,
yeah, I really enjoyed that.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, and I thought we were going for a third leg. We've had 6 matches today, and then 3 of them would have gone to third legs.
Absolutely, we're all ready for it as well.
Those guys would have been, it'd have been like 9-8 on aggregate, or something crazy like that.
Double aggregate.
Amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Double aggregate with away goals counting half on
occasion. Something like that.
Yeah.
It would have been very confusing, so I'm always glad it didn't. But
so that's our first 2 quarterfinals lined up. So tomorrow we're looking forward to Ty Walton, who won Group A, playing xPoacher. And I've got high hopes for xPoacher now. I know Ty Walton is a great big opponent for him to be playing. But I'm liking what I see.
Yeah, it's a big test. It's a bigger test, I think, than Epsilon Rocky.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. I think we'll see.
Oh, certainly a bigger test.
Because Poacher's a newcomer, I think we'll see what he's made of tomorrow in that game against Ty Walton.
It's a great result for him. First time here at the Gfinity Arena and in playing like a Legends to actually get through to the quarterfinals. It's a great achievement. I mean, you can't really expect to do much better than that almost in reality because of the quality of the field. So regardless of whatever he does tomorrow, I think he's had a great day today.
Yeah, I don't think xPoacher is going to run away with it against Ty. I suspect Ty is going to be going through to the semi-finals for that. But I'm glad for xPoacher that he got there. Let's have a look at how our quarterfinals are lining up. We're most of the way there. Group D is still playing. So as you can see, we've still got to fill in from Group D. But there's Ty Walton against xPoacher. That's going to be our first match of tomorrow here at Gfinity Arena. And as I mentioned earlier on, Epsilon Rocky and EMI Boost are going to be playing together. That's going to be an interesting one as well. I suspect Rocky's got that.
That might be a bit closer, actually. Because although Emmy got well beaten by Ty, I don't think that was a representative of how good he can be.
Yeah, no, I agree, actually.
I think that might be a bit closer than we might think. So I'm hoping for it anyway. Nothing against Rocky, just, you want to see close games, you want to see some of these new guys come along and do really well and see how they can play. But I'm looking forward to both those matches tomorrow. They're going to be good. Group
D is still going, but Group C is settled, and we've had to say goodbye to the Sly Badger. He's gone home, whereas Asa, Dr. Ahano, and XX again, X62, they've gone through.
Just goes to prove what
Spencer?
Spencer said. Yeah, it's what he said earlier.
Doctors versus Badgers.
Doctors win over Badgers.
Doctors win. There you go. So it's educational as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a really good day of matches. There's been some exciting stuff. What I've picked up from this, different to Season 2, I don't know if you agree, Chris. Season 2, we didn't have that many goals in some of our group games in the later stages. A lot of people going, where are all the goals? Where are all the goals? But teams were playing each other and defensively keeping it all in check. So nobody was running away with it. There was some very, very strong defensive play. So far today, we've had 4 goals here, 6 goals there, just from one player. 4-2. We've had a couple of 4-2 results. We've had a 6-2 result. We've had loads and loads of goals today. Why are so many goals going in compared to earlier seasons?
I can answer this one. It's because the defenders have been rubbish today.
I didn't want to say it, but I think,
it's true, though. It's true.
Yeah, goalkeepers have been kicking them in there.
Keepers have been awful. Defenders have been awful. They've all been rubbish today. So.
Now you can come in, Chris, and you can say, I can be polite now and be slightly modest and honest in your way of telling everybody when you can see a lineup, that you actually can see a lineup. Tell us what do you think?
They've been rubbish, haven't they?
Yeah, no, I don't think... Maybe we've just seen more attacking players or more attacking styles. So you saw with Poacher there, he definitely favours the attack. Don't want to say he doesn't care for defence. Obviously, he's a good defender. He's one of the best players in Europe to qualify for this tournament. But definitely, he has a lot of emphasis in attack, and I think we've seen more of that kind of player here at this tournament today, as opposed to Season 2, whereas a lot of players were more balanced or definitely more defensive-minded.
Well, let us know what you think at home if you've been watching all our matches today. Who's going to win it tomorrow? We know most of our quarterfinalists. Who do you think is going to run away with this? Is Vitality Brian going to take this home like he did the Season 2 Championship? Let us know on Twitter, on Facebook, or on Twitch, of course, as well. And we'll be putting VODs up from this weekend on our YouTube channel too. And if you like what you see and you think, well, I could take part in this, I'll tell you who's going to win Season 4, me. Well, you should get involved. So go to gfinity.net/legends and you'll be able to find out where all our online tournaments are taking place between now and then. You can play in our matches. You can qualify like these guys have done. We've mentioned so many times how many newcomers we've got here. That's how it's done. Play in our online matches, play in our tournaments, qualify for Season 4. Come and join us in August. And if you think, well, I live very, very, very far from very, very, very sunny London, how am I possibly going to get there? We'll sort that out. Gfinity will bring you here. They'll pay for the accommodation and travel. So don't worry about that. All you've got to do is qualify. Put your money where your mouth is without any money. We've had a really good day of matches. Who do you think, out of the people we've seen, are going to have a really strong finals tomorrow?
I mean, it's easy for me. I think, even though we only saw him in one game, I think Ty. You know, he just seems like he's in the right form. And knowing him as I do in the way that he's played over the years, he seems to have come back to a place where he's comfortable again.
Yes.
Where he's happy and he's feeling like he's playing well. And his adjustments that he's made from Season 2 to Season 3 and the way that he's kind of got this sort of Germanic hybrid in now, it makes me even more confident, strangely. And he sailed through his game today, really did. It didn't even seem like he broke much of a sweat, to be honest. He put his team out, lined them up, didn't really make any changes, stuck to his game plan, delivered the goals, got it done and you know, put it in the book. So I think he's probably the most dangerous player right now in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, no, I agree. Although I'm quite excited to see Dr. Ahana. He's been rated in PES. He's like an ex-PES champion.
Don't talk about that.
New to yeah.
Don't know what he means.
What's
talking
PES?
about?
But like, and had a real big impact in FIFA in 2014 in the German leagues.
So they've always been very strong, haven't they, the German leagues? I mean, over the years. I mean, always really strong. So.
Whenever I see a German FIFA player,
you almost go, oh, really?
You expect them to be one of the best. The German championships are normally as good as like a world championship. That's how
high praise.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it should be fun tomorrow.
Well, good. Well, we'll be bringing them as part of our quarterfinals here from the Gfinity Arena. So you can join us again tomorrow here at twitch.tv/Gfinity. We'll be starting all our games and all of our coverage of this Play Like a Legend Season 3. We'll be bringing you all that from 10 o'clock tomorrow. So please join us there. And also send us your messages on Twitter, on Twitch, and so on. Who do you think is going to win it? Who will be our Series 3 champion? They're winning $5,000 of our $10,000 prize pool. Half of it going all the way to the winner of here at Season 3. So thank you to Paul and to Chris, and also to Spencer and Dave, who've been joining us earlier on today as well. Join us tomorrow then from 10 o'clock. We'll bring you the quarters and the semis, and then that big grand final here at Play Like a Legend Season 3.
Peggy 3.